And we're back, KQEG TV, the Seven Rivers Racing Show. Al Losi, Dan Dyker, along with Brent Kirchner, late model driver at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway and other locations in the Midwest. You got two cars in the shop. The video that was taken of your car was fantastic. I mean, I like this time of the year when yesterday, or about a week ago, I opened up Facebook, and there are some shots people were taking of the car show last weekend, and there's Brent's car, shiny black, and you'll get a little bit of a blue detail on there. I love the look of the new car. Number one, you've got two cars. Are they both ready to go?
We got three cars, actually. Two are just about ready to go, and the car from last year is obviously all done, ready to go. We're going to go test that early and run the Big 8 car in Rockford on April 16th.
What are the main differences driving-wise? Obviously, tracks are different, cars are different. When you drive at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway and then you drive the Big 8 car, what are the major differences to you that you have to sit down and go, okay, now I need to adjust?
Well, we go to some tracks that I've been to before, so that helps out a lot. But you know, each track has its own little style. You know, you just got to get around there the best way you can, and sometimes follow some of the guys that race there weekly. But you know, that helps.
Now you pretty much use the same car. You do make a few changes though, right? Like the tires.
We have a separate car for that.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
But it's quite similar to the La Crosse late models. The tires are a lot narrower. Explain how you feel the difference in those tires and the other changes that are in the car.
Well, it's an 8-inch tire versus a 10-inch tire that we normally run on, but you basically got to take care of them a little bit more. You know, you can't really abuse them too much because it's the same, basically the same horsepower, a little more horsepower, but less tire. So you just got to take care of them. When you're making your run last year in your La Crosse late model car, you started out very sluggish, as you had mentioned earlier in the program. What are some of the things you go back and look at inside the car that just weren't ticking? Well, we took that car apart after the year before and to basically nothing. We put a brand new front stub and a rear clip on it. So we had, you know, everything stripped down to nothing. So it was all brand new. We didn't really get any test time with it. But, you know, after a few weeks and working some bugs out, it came around and we're really happy with it. So then you got the car to the point where it was just minor things and minor adjustments without giving away secrets, just minor things to get you by week. Yeah, you know, every week we tried something a little bit different and tested with a few things, and the car really responded well. We were really happy with it and lucky that it did. You know, we took some stuff from the year before, but we'd changed everything over, so a lot of it didn't apply. But you know, we were really happy with the way it worked, and I think that that'll, you know, lay over into this year. I think one of the other advantages, and all drivers can probably attest to this, you weren't involved in too many major crashes last year. There were some bumps and bruises. I can remember a couple of times coming into turn 4, chewing up some grass and trading some paint, but I can't remember a race, maybe even over the past couple of years, where you've just gone out there and threw it back on the trailer and said, okay, we've got a week's worth of work to do here. It's been a while, and hopefully it stays that way. But Al, knock on wood again. He ranks week number 1. I don't want to hear about it. I think no one's going to be on my ticks. He ticks me left and right. Yeah, the Sports Illustrated. Right, yeah. Right. The third weekend, I think we got into a little bit of a scuffle out there and tore some body panels off, went to the back, and fought our way back up to 11th. So that was our worst finish of the year, so we're pretty happy with that. But it definitely pays to get back out there and try to make up the points you need to make up. You know, take the, you know, good nights and make the most of them, the bad nights, most of them. So talk to us about your crew. I know you're one that doesn't have 7, 8, 9 guys milling around the car at any given point. I can think of maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, there's not a lot of us down there. We, you know, kind of like it that way. You know, sometimes we'll have somebody come down, kind of a guest type situation where they come down and hang out for a while. But, you know, there's only 2 or 3 of us, and that makes everybody's got their own job. So we just go out and do our thing, and nobody's asking questions what's been done or what hasn't been done. So now you got to name your crew members so I don't get a phone call saying, "Hey, Brent scuffed me." No, we got Norm, Paul Butterfield. He's the crew chief. He's done a good job. He's really good with the tires and very happy with the way things are going. And my brother Keith hangs out with us a little bit. My dad comes down occasionally, and we have a good time.
And they do, and it's a very quiet, kind of a close bunch. I think your son runs the same. You know, I can go out there any given weekend, and you guys have the same exact people that are doing the same exact jobs. When you have folks that do that, and you're a smaller bunch, does it make it easier, Brent, to have people work on your car while you're in cooling off from running hot lap sessions? You know, this gentleman's doing this job, this gentleman's doing that job, where you don't have to worry about someone missing something?
Right, right. You never have to, we don't have to worry about something that didn't get done or whatever, but everybody's got their own job. I like it that way. It just makes it a lot more simple. Each person can concentrate on the one thing that they're supposed to do for the night or the couple things that they're going to do. It just makes for a better program. I think you don't have a bunch of guys running around. I mean, right, exactly.
What about sponsors for 2011?
We get a couple that we're kind of working on that we really can't say yet, but City Auto Sales is my own business. We definitely draw a lot off of that, and that helps out a lot. So,
what's your favorite pizza topping?
Pizza, oh, pepperoni.
You have to remember that this year. He's going to come out to his car. It's going to be down here at La Crosse. I'm going to throw a bunch of pepperoni on top of his hood. He drives the number 8 City Auto Sales Quick Trip NASCAR late model, Brent Kirchner. I know he's chomping at the bit along with his crew to get back out to the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. If you have a question for Brent or an idea, or maybe you're a sponsor out there saying, how do I get into racing? Al, you've got a great tool for folks to get involved.
I do, and anyone out there that wants to ask a question of the show, or as Dan just mentioned, sponsors, there's a website you can go to and ask us questions, or if you have a question for a driver or a crew member, you can go to fansarena.com/7riversracingshow.html, and the graphic will be on the bottom of your screen, and it's the number 7. You don't write the 7 out, so it's fansarena.com/7riversracingshow.html.
And each week we'll take a question or two or comment, and if you leave your pertinent information, we'll send you a prize from my ever-growing prize vault from various tracks around the region. I want to thank Brent Kirchner coming in again, 39th in the Whalen All-American Series points last year. More importantly to Brent, 3rd at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. So Brent has raised the bar, and 12 points back last year. I know 12 points is going to be the goal for the Kirchner team at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. A couple weeks away from a lot of racing coming up. Here, April 16th at La Crosse. And Toma, Cooley Go-Kart, Dells Raceway Park, Street Drags. It's going to be about that time of the year to get them going. I can't wait.
I can't either. I'm actually excited just to have the motor fire up in our garage.
Well, it's a good thing if it does fire up.
That's
Number
right.
2, it kind of sends a signal that racing season is here. We'll be back next week as we get even more closer. Next week, we're going to talk about the driver orientation meeting at both Toma and La Crosse, and give you some information if there's something that you may have missed if you didn't get a chance to go out to the orientation. LaCrosseSpeedway.com, ExcaliburSpeedway.com, DellsRacewayPark.com, FansArena.com as well if you like the fancy apparel that we wear. Brent Kirchner, Al Losey, I'm Dan Duggar. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week right here on the Seven Rivers Racing Show on KQEG.